Hey guys, this is Maliha and I'm going to show you how to use Writesonic AI writing tool. So the first thing you have to do is open an account, go to writesonic.com and create an account by signing up. Or you can click here, start writing for free. It gives you 10 free credits. And after you have used up all free credits, you have to sign up for a subscription plan or buy additional credits. So if you go to pricing, you can see that you have different options. Personally, I'm on this plan, the 45 per month plan, because it has unlimited credits, all the features, and it's for one user. If you have more people in your team, you're gonna have to sign up for a higher plan. But yeah. Anyway, so once you sign up for Writesonic, when you log in, you come to this page. It's the dashboard, and as you can see, there are plenty of different types of content that you can create with Writesonic. It's pretty intuitive, pretty simple to understand. That's one of the reasons I signed up for Writesonic over some of the other AI writing tools, because I loved its user interface and the user experience is just amazing. So anyway, I kind of want to go over a couple of different things that you can write with Writesonic. To start off, let's try the long form article, long form writing assistant GPT-3. So this is like an actual editor. So basically you can write here, you can personally type things, blah, 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 etc. You have like the editing tools like bold, italic, underscore, headlines, linking, list options, etc. So it's basically like any other writing editor. Only you have the option to use the AI writing tool as your assistant. So the long form writing assistant is something that kind of works with you. So you have to give it a prompt for it to understand what you're writing about and what kind of tone you're using, your voice, etc. As you can see over here, it says, if you follow my cursor, write minimum 50 plus words to train the AI. So you have to write at least 50 words to kind of help it understand where you're going with it. So I have something I wrote already, so I'm gonna just copy and paste it. As you can see, I have more than 50 words here, so I can now click Write with AI, and now it's automatically writing things. So my article is about eating habits that can help you, have a better lifestyle, and over time it can help you lose weight as well. So that was my intro, and now it's telling me one of the easiest habits to start is eating a healthy breakfast. So it kind of gathered from my introduction where I was talking about simple eating habits that I want simple things, and I want my article to focus around simple eating habits that can, have lasting beneficial effects in our lives. So as you can see, it's writing. So this is where it started. The AI writing tool started writing. One of the easiest habits to start is eating a healthy breakfast. It's been said that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, blah, blah, blah. So now let's assume that I want it to be under a header. Eat healthy breakfast. And I'm going to make it a headline. And then, as you can see, it generated a certain amount of text, and then it stopped. That's because it can only generate so many words at a time, and you can kind of control that over here. If you want more words, you can kind of add it. And in my plan, I can only have 160 words per generation. If you're on a higher plan, you should be able to generate more words, but I'm happy with 160 words per generation. But you can just continue write with AI you can hit that as many times as you want. So I personally don't feel the need to use something more. And you can also kind of control the creativity level. And this is something that you should, play around with by yourself and see which one you like better. So you can have really creative 0.8, 0.6. So, you kind of have to try different things and see which one you like. So I'm going to stay with 0.8, and then I'm going to hit Write with AI again. And then it's generating more content. Yeah, so now the second one is, eat healthier lunches. That's great. But, if I don't like that, if I don't want to add eat healthier lunches, I can just delete all of that and hit Write with AI again and see what it comes up with. And it's just coming up with more stuff. And it kind of, like I said, you have to kind of, get a taste for how this tool works. You have to play around with it. Now it gave me another point. It says breathe deeply, but my article isn't really about breathing deeply. It's about eating habits. So I'm gonna delete that, and I can kind of see that the AI tool is kind of lost track of things. So I'm gonna steer it back to the original idea, which is healthy eating habits. So I'm gonna write something by myself. I'm gonna say something like eat more protein. And I'm going to make it a headline, and then I'm going to hit Write with AI again. Ooh, it retained the style. So now everything is writing in headlines. So, there are like little glitches like this that you can kind of, once you start working with it, you kind of understand and you can play with it. So yeah, this is how you, use the long form writing tool. So the long form writing assistant is something that's a collaborative process. Like, you give it a prompt, it writes something, and then if it starts going off track or going off on a tangent, you kind of bring it back by deleting some of the content and rewriting some of the content. And I personally like this tool a lot because, it feels like a real collaboration. I don't feel like, the machine is fully in control. It's like the two of us are kind of working together to create something that's, really creative and really nice and really informative. Okay. So this is how you use the long form writing assistant. So now I'm going to go back and I want to show you a couple other things. For example, the AI Article Writer 2.0 is best for when you have no idea where you're going with it. All you have is a topic. So let's say that you're working with a client and your client wants you to write an article on benefits of glycerin. So you give it this topic and then generate ideas, and then it generates some titles for you. If you like them, great. If not, you can click it again to generate separate sets of ideas. Let's say that I don't like any of these options, so I'm going to click that again, and it's going to give me some new titles. So let's say that I want this one, the top 5 benefits of glycerin as a skincare ingredient. So let's say that that's the one that I want to go with, and I can hit next step right here. And then generate intros, and then Writesonic is gonna write some intros for me. It takes a couple of seconds because it's writing a lot, so it takes a little time, but it still doesn't take as long as we would take. So that's why I love it, because it speeds up the process so much. So anyway, now you have different intro ideas. And let's say that I want this one. Glycerin is a popular ingredient for many skin and hair care products, blah, blah, blah. I'm not reading them because I want to keep this video short, but for you, obviously, read them and see which one you like best. Choose the one you like. If you don't like anything, you can always hit generate intros again. And then once you like something, click the next step button. And in this stage, you're going to create some outlines. Again, takes a few seconds. And let's say that you don't like any of these, or maybe you do like something. Glycerin is a skin conditioner agent. Glycerin attracts moisture. Actually, I do like it. So I'm going to click on it and then click next step. And then here, this is kind of cool because you can, edit things in this process, in this stage of the process. For example, you can delete one of the headlines, or you can edit something here. Let's say that you want to add another header, and let's say that you want to add something like glycerin helps with dry skin condition. And then I want the conclusion to be the last one, so I'm gonna delete that and add it again at the end. And then I'm gonna write an article, and then it's gonna write the entire article for you. And if you don't like the first version, you can always hit write an article again to create another article. And then over here you have the first draft. And I say the first draft because that's how you have to treat it. Never treat an AI generated article as your final article, because that's not it. It's a great tool to speed up the process, but it's not a human being. So no matter how good it is, there's no way that it's going to create the perfect article on its first try. So it's up to you to craft the final version. So treat the first version, the version that it's giving you, as a first draft or a skeleton, more like it. And then it's up to you to kind of, edit things out, edit things in, customize some of the things, flesh it out a bit, and then create the final draft that feels like an actual person wrote it. Okay? So never treat this as your final draft, but more like a first draft. But even then, see, within just a few minutes, I was able to create an entire skeleton of an article. Now, if you were doing it by yourself, this process probably would have taken you at least a couple of hours, right? I know that it would have taken me at least a few hours to come up with the first draft of an article. So an AI writing tool significantly cuts down on your on your writing process. It just speeds up the process so much. That's one of the reasons why I like it so much. Anyway, so this is another way of writing an article with Writesonic. And then there are other things like landing pages, email subject lines. For example, let's see, email subject line. I already created something, so I'm going to get rid of it. All right, email subject line. So let's say that I have a blog post that I wanna share with my email subscribers with a newsletter, and my blog post topic is search engine optimization, and then you have to give it like some kind of description for it to know what it is. So how to attract your ideal audience with SEO, and then how to get more traffic with SEO. See, this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just letting the AI tool know what my content is about. So how to rank higher on Google with SEO, etc. And then I'm gonna hit generate subject lines, and it gives me a bunch of subject lines. How to rank higher on Google. Is your website on fire? Read this. No idea what that is. SEO for all. Secret formula to get more exposure on the internet. How to rank higher on Google with SEO. I don't like any of them, so I'm gonna regenerate subject lines. And search engine optimization for dummies. That's good. Get higher on Google with the best SEO, or search engine optimization training, what you'll learn, and what? Get your audience to find you with SEO. I like that one. Number one way to increase online visibility. I really like that one. So you see, sometimes you have to do it a few times, generate content a few times to get the one that you really want. So don't be satisfied with just one iteration, okay? So this is one of the ways to generate subject lines with Writesonic. And the final thing that I wanted to show you is the landing pages. This is pretty awesome. Okay, so to create a landing page text, you have to first give it a name. Let's say that my product is a free guide to SEO. Product description, how to use this free guide to optimize your website for more traffic, how to use SEO guidelines to rank higher on Google. And then let's say that you have a feature. The first feature is rank higher on Google. Second feature is get more organic traffic. Third feature is let's say drive your ideal audience to your website, and then generate landing page. Okay, so you have to have a minimum of 5 words for each benefit or feature. Let's say how to rank higher on Google, how to get more organic traffic. Another error, please make sure that your product service description starts with your product service name. So, okay, so it wants me to add this in my description. A free guide to SEO, how to use this free guide, blah, 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 generate landing page. And it's taking a few seconds to create your landing page, and boom, here's your landing page. Again, go over the copy that it generated for you, and then if you don't like it, you can always regenerate. And if you do like it, you can save the code, or you can save it as a text version. The code is useful if you want to create a landing page from scratch, but ideally, for most of us, we probably have a website already, so we don't need the code, but we need the text, these text. So when you save the text, it saves it in a simple text document, and then you can use that text to write your landing page. So anyway, so these are just some of the features of Writesonic that I wanted you to know about, and you can always play around with all the other different types of content and copy that you can write with Writesonic and see which ones you like best. All right, that's it. Hope you learned something and hope you enjoy using Writesonic.